Alrighty, I wanted to make this video just to give my perspective on things that helped me with manifestation, or yeah, give my perspective on things that are helpful with manifestation, just what worked for me and what, like, I wouldn't say brought results the fastest, because, bro, at the end of the day, everything is already there, everything is already yours, right? But I remember when I first started out, I was stressing, bro, because I wanted everything, and I think we all do, or all did. And if you're still at that point and you're just now starting, bro, take a deep breath, take a breath, and relax. Okay. Um. So and hear me out, because this actually is going to give you so much peace. Okay. At least it gave me peace, and that's why I really like this YouTube channel. It's my perspective, and I feel like the things that I struggled with, I didn't see anybody else talking about in manifestation, and I really had to figure it out myself. So I'm excited to just be able to give my perspective, and for anybody that experienced things similar to me, or is sort of like me in any type of way, like, this will help you for sure. So the first thing that I did was, obviously, like everybody else, I watched a ton of videos and stressed about not having it and didn't understand. But I did watch this one video where this person was just like, even if you don't understand, say you understand. Like, manifestation is, in my personal opinion, okay, manifestation is belief, right? It's what you believe to be true. If you hold that idea, right, it will be physically there, right? And anything, that's it, that's all you have to do, right? So she basically was just like, say you understand, say you get this video 100% and everything clicked for you. And it was just like, even though I didn't want to say that and I felt weird about it, I said it anyways, because I was like, what is the harm, bro? Like, what is the harm in going against what you see? Don't we all, like, doesn't every great person say, like, go against it, like, go against everything to get what you want, basically, right? So yeah, go against what you see, go against how you feel, and say whatever you want, believe whatever you want, say it, and saying it and all those different things that you do will eventually lead to belief, and that's what manifests. Whatever you believe to be true, what's inside will be revealed on the outside, right? So the first thing was, um taking a chance, bro. Like, just do it. Just do whatever you want to do. But the second thing was that I honestly didn't want to do things I didn't like to do. And people always talk about how you have to be consistent, and I'm not here to say that you shouldn't be, but I'm also not here to push it on you. Like, I don't like, and maybe this is just me, but I just don't feel like feeling like people are pushing a responsibility on me of, like, you have to be consistent, and I better see you, like, affirming 3,000 times every single day, and I better see you scripting an essay every single morning, evening, and night, and I better see you freaking meditating all the time. Like, bro, no. That, like, stresses me out. It probably stresses you out too, and you will get tired. And I remember one point I was doing all these different things and I just got tired, bro, and I cried. And then I was literally just brought back to simplification, and I was just like, isn't manifestation all about just the simple one thing, believing it to be true? Isn't it just about that? Like, so why was I doing everything else? And if I already had it, then why was I doing everything else? Right? And I'm not saying anything is wrong with a technique. I'm actually going to list out a few things that I do, but not so that you can make it like this ritual that you're doing in order to get something. And this is one key thing that I do, is, like, I remember that, one, I already have the thing that I want. So whatever I'm doing is not to get that thing, it is to remember that I have it, bro. That's it. Something that I say often whenever I just see myself drifting into the dead world, and acknowledging it, is, oh, I forgot I had everything I wanted. Oh, my bad. I forgot I'm living in my dream penthouse. Oh, my bad. I forgot. Like, that's all I say, because it's true. I forgot. That's my bad. I simply forgot that I already had everything I wanted. And that's all you have to do. You don't even have to feel bad about it either. And when you feel terrible because you are looking at the dead world, and the dead world is going to make you feel terrible sometimes, simply say you forgot. Man, I forgot. I forgot I had everything I wanted, man. I forgot I was a millionaire. My bad, bro. You know what I mean? And it's fun, and it's enjoyable, and it's simple, and you don't have to stress about it. And please do not make it something that you stress over, okay? If you're stressing over it, you're doing it wrong. Nothing in life is supposed to be stressed over. I truly believe life is supposed to be fun. So please do not stress over it. So that's one thing I do. I simply say, I forgot. That's my bad. And I move on with life and I enjoy the fact that I have everything that I wanted. Okay. Two is I did research a lot, bro. I think you need a firm foundation for anything. And you need a firm foundation for faith, right? Like at the end of the day, believing comes from something that was persisted in, basically, right? Like a religious person, like if you think about a religion, right, and you just join it, even if that god came to you, bro, and freaking showed his face to you or her face to you and was just like, I'm real, trust me when I say you're gonna doubt. Still, you're still going to go about your life and you're gonna come across a situation and doubt. Like it's still going to happen. So please do not think that you have to be perfect in your believing about whatever it is either. And please do not think that it's like I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, please just don't think that. Like you don't have to be perfect in anything, but you are perfect in everything. Okay? It's nothing to stress over. Okay? But where I was going with that was is that you should have a firm foundation. I've researched a lot. It wasn't all helpful, right? Because it led me into this idea, and I think you really only have the idea that you need to do this technique because you don't believe that you have it. So yeah. But it led me to this point of just doing a whole bunch of techniques. But at the same time, if you're constantly watching something, and I think this is where I was going with the religious thing too. If you're constantly absorbing whatever it is you're trying to believe in, bro, you're gonna believe it. Okay? Like if you're constantly absorbing the fact that the sky is blue, you're gonna believe the sky is blue. And also if you constantly absorb the fact that the sky is green, you're going to believe it's green. And maybe even it'll look green to you. You never know. Maybe you should try it. Maybe one day you're gonna look up at the sky and it's actually gonna be green. Like that'd be crazy. We should all do that. I think that'd be crazy. Anyways, um, but like, and this could be like for anything, whatever you're constantly absorbing, bro, that's going to be what you believe to be true, and therefore it's going to be what you manifest. So if you're constantly absorbing a bad life, right, or being poor or whatever you don't like, and you constantly absorb it and therefore you constantly you start to believe it, that's what's going to manifest. So absorb good things. Just and I'm not saying research and constantly be reading books about manifestation trying to figure it out, but simply read it because you are staying strong in the fact that manifestation is real and everything is working out for you and all those different things. But I think you would eventually not need to do that either, because like the more you manifest, like the more you believe it. Like it's sort of like the little things. Like for an example, like today I was like, nah, this situation's gonna work out perfectly for me. I didn't know what perfect looked like, bro. I was like, I don't even know what that looks like, but it's going to work out perfectly for me. And guess what? It freaking did. And I was so happy about that. And I was like, you know what? If that worked, then the other thing I'm saying is my reality has also worked. Like there's no way that that works and that doesn't. There's no way somebody gives me $350 and I am not a millionaire. Like that, I'm sorry. That you just can't have one or the other. You can't have one or the other, bro. So if you see something manifest and it's the smallest thing ever, if you see the sky turn green, bro, there is no way you're not who you say you are, and there's no way you don't have what you say you have. Okay? Simple as that. And just do it more and more and more. And the more and more you do it, the more you will believe it. Okay? So those are man, I'm going on a rant, and hopefully you're writing something down. Maybe like a list of things you find helpful that you like. Other thing is doing what you want, doing what you like, and leaving the things you don't, bro. People make it seem like you have to do something. No, you do not. You do not have to follow that person's technique, and you do not have to live the life you don't want to live. I made a video on that, and hopefully you watched it. But yeah, don't do anything you don't want to do, because everything will work out the way you want it to work out. So you might as well do what you want to do. Please. It'll make life so much enjoyable. You'll be so much happier. Life will just be so amazing and great, okay? And it is amazing and great because you say it is, right? But the other thing I was recently been doing was literally saying, Because I had this thought. I was in the gym. There's like two places that I have thoughts. One, while I'm in the gym. Two, while I'm in the shower. Don't know why, but I enjoy it. Like if I'm in the gym and I'm just walking around and I have a thought, I'm like, wow, that's great. Let me write that down, right? Um, but anyways, so I was in the gym and I was just like, hmm, manifestation is like picking a reality because it's like everything exists and you pick the reality where you have what you want. So if I pick the reality where, or if you pick the reality where your life is perfect, then that's what your reality is right now. Like you don't have to jump there. Like it's already there, right? It's already around you. You're already in that reality. So I guess I didn't call it anything in specific, but maybe reality shifting, timeline jumping, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't call it a timeline because is it a time or is it a space? Space jumping, world creation, whatever you want to call it. But basically, it is choosing the reality you want, saying that, like literally say, that's just the reality I live in. Oh, the reality I live in is that life is amazing and I have everything I want. Wow, great. And I think it just makes your thoughts different. It makes you act different. Who knows? You'll see. Maybe you'll see. You'll see when you try it out. Just say, and maybe don't just say, do whatever you want. But what I say is that's just the reality I live in my reality, in my new reality. Even say that, that even gives yourself, your brain, some grace when you're just like, oh, I forgot, right? It's a new reality. It's reasonable that you forget that you're rich, especially like imagine winning the lottery, right? You win $1 million or more than a million, let's say a big ton, bro, right? And you're just like, you just want it, you actually may forget that you want it, bro. Like you're gonna be excited, you're gonna be happy, but you may go to the store and be like, because your automatic habit is to be like, I can't afford that. You may go to the store and be like, can't get what I want today, I have to get something I don't want, right? And you're like, oh shoot, I forgot I'm a freaking multimillionaire. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? And that's the exact same thing with manifesting. You might forget, bro. You might forget that you're in a new reality where you have everything you wanted. You actually do have a car and you actually do know how to drive. Okay? Um oh, and then the last thing that I do that I enjoy doing, and also by the way, notice how all these things are just things that just pop up. Like they're not something you have to wake up and do every single morning. Although personally I do wake up and say today is an amazing day, but here's why. Here's where I think is why. It's because I one thing that I would recommend people do that I enjoyed is making my own subliminal, like making one that was my own voice, saying it in a way that I felt like I would like. Like I watched a video on somebody being like, you may like affirmations being said in a different way, and they may actually work better for you, though everything works however you want it to work, bro, and however you believe it's going to work. But they may work better for you if you're saying them in a way that your brain can take based on your personality. And interestingly enough, I like you are affirmations. I like when somebody is saying, even myself, is saying like, you're awesome and your life is amazing and everything's working out for you perfectly. Like I like those type of affirmations rather than I am, although I still say I am X, Y, and Z, right? But those you are affirmations, I just found like, I don't know, I just like them. Um, that's what it makes me think that like this affirmations subliminal creator, maybe she's using UR affirmations because I found that I really enjoyed hers more, and when I would listen to them, like I would feel amazing when I woke up, and I would feel so much different, and I feel like my thoughts were so much more positive, even about how I looked. Like if I went into the mirror, it's like, wow, you look so amazing, you know what I mean? Which obviously I didn't do before when I was focused on a dead world, but yeah, the subliminals helped me, and making my own was just awesome. And also just listening, like I, again, it's not a strategy to make anything happen, bro. It's just so it can remind you subconsciously, or if you're it's not a subliminal and it's just a whole bunch of words playing consciously, that you have everything you want, or whatever it might be, whatever it is you have manifested and you've chose for yourself, right? But Basically, so yeah, I made my own subliminal. It was very specific to me and everything that my reality that is in my reality, and I listen to that and I feel amazing when I wake up. I feel amazing when I listen to it. Like sometimes I get tired of listening to music. I am an avid music listener, chronic music listener. I listen to it all the time, but sometimes I get tired of it and I'm like, wow, what can I listen to? Because I don't want to be in dead silence. Although I like silence, I just don't want to be sometimes. And what can I listen to? And I'm like, oh, my meditation, right? I don't even call it a subliminal, I call it a meditation. And I'm like, yeah, just a reminder of how amazing my life is and the reality that I live in now, right? So maybe do that for yourself. All those very specific things about your very specific world and your very specific perspective, remind yourself of those things in a lovely little meditation that you can listen to as you fall asleep, that you can listen to while you're doing random things. I find it very calming. I have one specific audio that I use, which is like an actual meditation audio. And man, does it calm me down. And like I said, I wake up saying today's an amazing day. And that is something that I said once. Okay. It's not like I was affirming it 3,000 times to make the subliminal. I said it once in the subliminal. It probably is repeating 3 times in the subliminal. It's like 15 minutes long, but I listen to it all night and I listen to it all the time and it's on repeat, right? But I said it once, right? That's all I know, that I said it once. But I'm listening to it multiple times and it basically, I'm pretty sure in there it just says your life is absolutely amazing. Every day you wake up with a smile on your face. And bro, maybe it's that I simply remember myself saying that. Maybe that's it, but I really do. And sometimes, and ever since I started listening to that, I genuinely wake up saying, today's an amazing day. Today's an amazing day. And I go throughout my day saying that. And every time I listen to that, even though I can't hear it saying today is an amazing day, I feel so much better about my day. So subliminals is another thing, and specifically creating your own subliminals or finding ones that make you feel good, bro. Finding ones that when you wake up after listening to it or after you finish listening to it with a nap or just sitting there listening to it or while you're working, you can literally feel yourself being happier or just being encouraged or whatever it might be. Or when you go into the mirror, before you might have said, oh, I don't like how I look, but now you're like, wow, you are so fine. You know what I mean? So yeah, but the other key is that just remembering that these things are not things you have to do. They're not techniques. Manifestation is a singular thing in of itself. It's not, there's not like, I wouldn't say there's necessarily multiple ways to do it because it's not even something that you do, but it's something that you remind yourself that you chose. Like you chose something that is already manifested, that's already done, it's already chosen by you. Now you're just reminding yourself of it. And yes, right, you didn't do the technique, you didn't script it, which I think scripting is just journaling, right? But you didn't journal. Maybe you did journal about how terrible your day was, but you didn't do it every day trying to make your day terrible. You probably just reminded yourself about the day, how the day went, right? And you probably didn't do a lot of those techniques, but you did remind yourself every single day about how terrible your life probably was, right? So try those out, enjoy them, do whatever you want, and also go create something for yourself. Enjoy that, bro. Life is about enjoyment, and I hope you are enjoying it. I know you're enjoying it. So I hope you're having an amazing day. I know you're having an amazing day. I'm having an amazing day. We're going to have an amazing day together. Peace.